My focus is looking at the small-scale fisheries management and bringing the two aspects of conservation and the livelihoods. And I think currently in South Africa, there's issues or conflicts between coastal communities, in particular where there's marine protected areas that communities do not really recognize. So in essence, you have paper marine protected areas, and my field of research is trying to look at ways that will be able to consider the views of the communities in terms of their livelihoods, but looks at the conservation as a priority as well, and bringing those two together in such a way that the communities will be able to accept some of these marine protected areas, but they should also be cognizant of the needs for conservation as well. And I think it will go a long way in reconciling some of these conflicts in a way. It's going to be a long way, because what is needed to happen is that we need to take the people that are involved, the coastal fishermen, with us, get them involved in some of the research that we're doing, so that they are able to learn as we go along with them, and then they will be able to understand better the dire state of the resources that we're looking at. And also I think for us as well, working with the fishermen will also give us an opportunity to learn the dire state of their livelihoods, so that we are better able to consider those in making a decision in terms of conservation. To me, you can either talk of bridging the gap between the two aspects, that means the conservation and the livelihood. And what this actually means is that you do not consider only one set of information in making decision about conservation, but you consider the livelihood aspect. That means what people are drawing out of this particular resource, that means the fisheries, and how does that contribute to the local economy? How does that make the livelihoods within that particular community or region vibrant? And if you were to do that, how does that impact as well on the biodiversity? If there are any particular species of concern in that area, are they being threatened by the fishing activities or not? And if not, and you should let the people fish, but if there are areas where they are concerned, we need to be able to articulate that to the fishermen and demonstrate as to why we need to conserve those areas. Because the challenge that in many instances the fishermen do not respect or do not abide by the regulation when we declare marine protected areas is because they do not believe what we tell them. There's probably going to be different ways of giving back to the sector. I think one obvious way is when either if I go to this particular conference or I visit a center of excellence, is that the skills that I will learn from that particular experience, I will be able to apply in the field of research and management that I'm involved in. It's a new field of research where people are working very closely with communities. I think in that particular sense, the communities will appreciate more what we're doing in terms of conservation, and I think they will benefit in a way in that the outcomes of the research will in some way benefit them. Yeah, I think platforms like that, that's where leaders in the field, they present kind of cutting edge research, and that's the opportunity to be able to learn all those cutting edge innovation research and be able to bring back some of that experience and implement it in our shows. I think I needed to attend an international marine conservation conference, which is in America, US. It's normally happens on May every second year, and I don't really have money or funds in my budget to be able to attend it, especially with the constraints with the global meltdown and everything, our budget shrink. So the fellowship came in quite handy to be able to support me to be able to do that. Yeah. I think the GreenMatter, it's one unique fellowship, I must say. Besides providing the funding that I require to fulfill in terms of the work that I'm doing and acquiring the right skills and meeting the right people, I think they've got a mentoring component into the fellowship, building the soft skills, actually networking, building on networking skills. I think that is fantastic. It's not something that all the fellowships provide. Definitely what I would like to see myself is completing my doctoral studies and of course being among the leaders in the field, influencing direction as to what is happening. In particular, making sure we bring information together and we engage with communities effectively.